2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. A look at San Diego's starting group. And for Anaheim, the three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Here's Chesky. Six to shoot. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Here's Washburn. Here's Wiley. His three-pointers off the mark. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Seabrook. Wiley with the rebound. Now San Diego with it.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. San Diego getting their last shot to go in. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Washburn. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
20 feet out. Green for 2 points. He has 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Wiley gets it to go.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And San Diego decides to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
checking out some numbers for him. To the right side. Plays it up and banks it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Russo. Second shot opportunity. A beautiful reverse layup.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
San Diego, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, basket counts.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Anaheim's head coach for just a minute. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Toulson, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. San Diego, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Washburn passes to Smith. Another 3 for San Diego.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
From deep three-point territory. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. San Diego leading by 4. Here's Weiler. Again, San Diego.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Anaheim trails by 6. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
Sinks that one from the post. Riley's got 11.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought
Anaheim
his
timeout called.
So timeout called here, the first for Anaheim.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. They trail by 6. Inside, Russo. It's hauled in by San Diego.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
For Anaheim, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. A three-pointer is right on target.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
The shot by Sebron, no good. San Diego leading by 5. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleepy.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy. That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Here's Washburn to the middle, 9 feet out. Smith, and the layup's good off the glass. Smith's got 5.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And now San Diego on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Diego.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
And the first one at the line is good. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Jesky for the 3. Russo, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Timeout called, Anaheim. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of San Diego this year.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
You know, it was 1-1 split from 2 teams on the opposite side of the standings. And, you know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
Anaheim trails by 9. Here's Seymour, and Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Here's Washburn. 23 points his last outing. Shoots the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Washburn's got 8 points.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Here's Seabrook. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's Washburn. He's got 8.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
The pass to Jeske. Russo in time he gets the jumper to fall. He's got 11.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game. When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
It's deflected. A second chance effort. San Diego leading by 11. San Diego moving the ball around. Inside. Again, San Diego.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Seabrook. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count the basket. Seabrun's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Anaheim.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. Here's Jeske with the shot. And Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Shirley, 14 feet away. No good on the shot.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. San Diego ahead, up by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Hey guys, what's your take on San Diego so far?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
San Diego leading by 6. Taking a look at San Diego. Down low. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Here's Teske. Got a hand on it. Passes it to Washburn. Count it. Washburn's got 10 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the gate. These guys are as big and strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. San Diego leading by 8. To the inside, De La Cruz battles through traffic and lays it in.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Teske from the stripe. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. He has 6.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. San Diego getting their last shot to go in. The quick look, no good that time. And here's the fast break. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying the team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's the 3. The rebound by Washburn. San Diego leading by 10. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about it.
Call Anaheim.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. San Diego getting their last shot to go in. Looking to end the run. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Seymour, and he goes in for the dunk.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
To the paint, it's stolen. Pass break Anaheim. Russo gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 14.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
And Wiley gets it to go. And San Diego leads by 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sohan's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Mark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers, and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
He can't hit that time.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Such a wide open look.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And San Diego calls time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
San Diego making a change here. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for him.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here's Wiley. 22 points for him. to the inside. A floater, and it's good. 2 points. He has 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
17-foot shot on the way. That's tipped. Moves back up and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
De La Cruz, second personal
And now
foul,
you
second
see the
team
2K
foul.
leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
And the first one drops. And Clark, as we watch Aaron Nesmith, he was such a great shooter in college, and it took him a while to find his stroke in the NBA.
And you know what, Kevin? Nothing really surprising about that. Most players struggle to find their game in the NBA, to find their role in the NBA. But Nesmith, he's found his rhythm and his role, and he clearly is dangerous from behind the arc.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And it's Anaheim with the ball. San Diego getting their last shot to go in.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Washburn. He's got 16. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
And a quick look at how San Diego's schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, then on Saturday.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
The first one falls. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Anaheim trails by 13. Now, Sohan. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And Anaheim tacks on 2 more. 9. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Anaheim making a switch here. And for Anaheim, they're shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. San Diego leading by 11. De La Cruz, the pass to Washburn. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Assisted.
Washburn's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Russo sinks makes it after the cagey pump fake. 18 points for him.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Pass to Paglianowen. Count it. Good. And San Diego leads by 13.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been
clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here is San Diego now with Anaheim's three-pointer on the other end. Here's Washburn, defended by Sohan. Shot clock at 6. Paglianowen again, San Diego.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Back to Sohan. And Anaheim with another three.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
2 minutes.
Here's Washburn. Anaheim grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Washburn after the basket by Anaheim on the other end.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Seymour. And Anaheim tacks on 2 more.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it. Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Anaheim making a switch here. Seabron's checked in. Martinez, he's checked in for San Diego. Anaheim trails by 8. Pass to Sohan. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting a pretty good result.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Riley, and that one drops for him.
Assisted by
Riley's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
A nice shot by Sohan.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. San Diego leads by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. For San Diego, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They were strong in transition. It seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half. They may wear the other side out.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Washburn. Smith outside. Here's Washburn. Back to Smith. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And for San Diego, there's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's tipped. And that's going to be too many steps. It's the whistle on the travel. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at San Diego. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference.
Well, right now for San Diego, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Shirley, defended by Sohan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First team foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
For San Diego, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
And he knocks down the first one. Anaheim making a switch here. Seabron's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Seabron's got 9 points.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. They get it back. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Russo. And he banks in the layup. He's got 24.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Washburn. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
To the left side wing. It's hauled in by San Diego. 17 points was their biggest margin. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like San Diego will retain possession here. And San Diego calls time here. 2K leaderboard of the teams with the quickest hands in the league.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And Wiley gets it to go.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Chesky, covered by Smith. Here's Toulson. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. 12 points for him. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for San Diego. 8-point game. The pass to Washburn. The shot off that time. For Anaheim, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. San Diego, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. This is it to Smith. Smith on the wing. From deep. They grab their own miss. Bucket is good. And San Diego leads by 10.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
To the wing right side. Chesky. And at last, they get one to fall.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Sebron. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Washburn. He's got 24. Lets it go with a 3. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there will be more in store.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Anaheim grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out of bounds, San Diego takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And San Diego making a change here. And here is San Diego now. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Timeout call.
And San Diego calls time here.
Get loud for your Anaheim.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 9. That shot off. Anaheim trails by 8. Here's Chesky. And Anaheim tacks on 2 more. San Diego, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
That one goes in. He's got 17.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far. Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Sebron with the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
San Diego leading by 6. Basket good.
27.
Here's Teske. He's got 8. Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
Martinez is checked in for San Diego. Anaheim trails by 8. Toulson covered by Smith.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something to...
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here is San Diego now, after the basket by Anaheim on the other end.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Martinez has got his first points of the night. Toulson covered by Smith. Open jump shot off the mark.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You've got to be tougher defensively.
Martinez.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Diego.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And, you know, the more they've penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them, so they just kept doing it.
Anaheim trails by 14. Covered by Smith. Here's Sebron. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great quarter at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Snatched up. Here's Wiley. Nailed from three-point land. Wiley's got 38 points.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equal his total from before the break.
Timeout called, Anaheim.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Washburn, good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now, here is Smith. 9 points in the game so far.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Here's Washburn. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Russo, plenty of room to knock down the shot. He's got 26.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
To the middle. And it's Smith missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Count it.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 16.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play and attack both and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Anaheim shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, they've taken a huge step.
Both good from the line that time. And here is San Diego now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Wiley. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, San Diego.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Seabrook. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And cutting into the lead with a big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Here's Wiley. He has 40. Latrey, another 3 for San Diego.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And so it's San Diego looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Pass to Seabron. Good on the shot. Seabron's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Anaheim. And for San Diego. Here's Peglianowen. And there's the pass to Wiley. Lets it go from deep. Another three for San Diego.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Washburn, and he lobs it up toward the rim. The shot by Washburn, no good. Anaheim trails by 14. Out to the right wing. Hits it from three-point range.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Pass to Wiley. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Wiley's got 46 points.
You know, he knocked down a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence through the roof.
Down low. Russo, that shot no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Washburn. San Diego getting their last shot to go in from outside the arc. And Anaheim with another three.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range.
My goodness.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Washburn. This one for three. It's good from long range. Washburn's got 30 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Pass to Washburn. And Anaheim with another three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Count that one. 30 points in the game.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Right wing. Six on the shot clock. Fires the three. That one, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Out to the right wing. Here's Peglianowen. Here's Shirley. That was something to see.
Yes.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Top of the key. And he hits the jumper to drop.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Pass to Peglianowen. Here's Washburn. Anaheim grabs the miss. Nailed from three-point land.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Peglianowen. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Over to the wing. Inside. Here's Seabron. Second chance shot. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there.
What a jam!
Are you kidding me?
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness.
Does he ever?
Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Shirley. Another three for San Diego.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
I got yours.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Launches it. It's hauled in by San Diego.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Peglianowen. The shot's good. He's got 19.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Russo drills it from outside.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And the pass to Wiley. Anaheim grabs the miss. Seabron's got his fifth rebound in this one. Here's Washburn, and Anaheim tacks on two more.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
To the paint, here's Peglianowen.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
San Diego leading by 19 points. To the middle, here's Dela Cruz, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Here's Washburn. To the inside. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
From past the arc, and Anaheim with another three.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Dela Cruz, and it's Sebron with the rebound. Sebron's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Washburn, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Washburn. Throws it up high, and another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Here's Washburn.
2 minutes remaining.
That one doesn't go. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. Got a piece of it. To the wing on the left. Washburn, good.
Washburn, assisted.
1:41 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Washburn. Passes it to Wiley. And another assist for him.
Well, he's now tied for 3rd all-time in the record books for most assists in a game.
GA, he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball. It's incredible. Sebron with the bucket.
And, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for San Diego.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story. And another assist.
And this is a passing display that will be dissected for years after this one.
Well, the dimes keep piling up, Greg, and now he is tied for 2nd most in assists. What a floor leader.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Shirley. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Nails the baby hook. And San Diego leads by 17. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
The three, and Anaheim with another three. Russo. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Washburn. So San Diego wins it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. It's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.